I'm Susan Sampson, co-founder of Happy Granola, and today we're going to talk about what to make for breakfast or maybe a snack. Sometimes you might want granola, sometimes you might want a scone. You can't decide, scone or granola, granola or scone. So why not put them together? And so today we're going to be making granola scones. So first I have half cup of whole milk, quarter cup of maple syrup, and an egg and a teaspoon of vanilla, which I'm going to whisk together. That will be our liquid ingredient, so that's ready. Then in this bowl I have 1.5 cups of flour and baking powder, 2 teaspoons, and a little bit of salt. And we're going to add butter to it. Now the old way to add butter was to chop the butter up with knives, and it was a lot of work, but the new way I just learned was you can use a cheese grater and grate your butter right in, which is much easier. Isn't this fun? So we're grating in a whole half stick of butter, and I cut the paper to just the right spot to make it easy to know when to stop, because it is so much fun. Okay, then we're going to gently toss the butter on here to kind of get it evenly distributed. Next, we're going to add 2 packages of Happy Granola. You could use any flavor. I decided to use ginger flavor. You could also combine 2 flavors, like maybe you want to have ginger and pineapple. And then we're going to just gently fold this in, get it distributed. Then we're going to take our whisked liquid ingredients, and we're going to gently fold those in a little bit too. We don't want to work this over too much because we don't want our scones to be tough. We want them to be light. Okay, so after you've mixed everything all together, then you want to dump it out of the bowl onto a floured surface where we're going to use a bench scraper, and we're going to cut it into 12 even squares. Some people like their scones round, and you could do that too. Whatever shape suits your fancy. I put a little bit of flour on here so it doesn't stick quite as much. Okay, so our scones came out of the oven and they smell delicious. Now remember, we only sweeten them with a little bit of maple syrup. You might like them this way, but if you like them a little sweeter, then while they were in the oven, I made a glaze, and I just took some maple syrup and I heated it up with some sugar. I like to use the more natural sugar because it's a little bit chunky when you heat it up, so there's a nice contrast to texture. So I'm going to dollop a little bit on each scone. And so you can choose how sweet you would like to make them. Okay. And voila, we have some finished scones. And these should keep covered in your kitchen for 4 days if they make it that long. Enjoy! Thanks for watching.